Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Rock here on Backroads Broadcasting. I'm Cody Liming, joined tonight by Rock Creek High School's very own Xander Dick. Xander, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great. We are all set for a NCKL matchup between the Rock Creek Mustangs and the Wamego Red Raiders here at the Rock. First pitch is at 4:30. And before we get to that, we're going to go over tonight's starting lineups. Xander, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I'll do that right for us, Cody. Starting lineup for the Mustangs is number 1, Peter Martini. Number 5, Palmer Martini. Number 6, Riker Zeller. Number 10, Landon Snyder. Number 12, Jordy Scott. Number 15, Noah Wahlberg. Number 17, Brock Lubers. Number 18, Donovan DeVita. And number 33, Daniel Weisbender. Oh, sorry there.
And for the Wamego Red Raiders,
we have number 4, Monkey Moody. Number 10, Brody Oliva. Sorry, I mispronounced his last name. I would say
Oviet.
Oviet, there you go. Number 19, Kaysen Hall. Number 22, Brody Cotton. Number 24, Caden Kern. Number 27, Connor Blum. Number 28, Nate. I don't want to mispronounce his last name. If you want to fill that, Cody. And number 30, we have Cody Mayer. It's number 28.
Number 28, Nate Gallagher.
Gallagher, I got to get that right.
Up to bat right now is number 19, Kaysen Hall.
Nice out there.
Just grounded out to shortstop, so that will be a
ground out to
a 4-3 ground out. So that will. Let me get everything situated here. Okay, so that will bring up number
24, Caden Kern.
One out here in the top of the first. And there's a good strike.
So far what we've seen from last game last home game compared to this home game is the Mustangs are starting out like with strikes in the zone already. Last home game, they didn't start very hot like that. Strike 2 called.
0-2 count. Yeah, for sure. The Mustangs got off to a little bit of a rocky start at their home opener, which also doubled as their season opener. Obviously, we're 6 games. This is their 6th game this season. They're currently 3-2 on the year. So look to see them improve on their game throughout the year as they go on, as that's a foul tip back, and that will remain the count will remain 0-2.
Next up to bat will be number 27. Connor Blum.
And who do we have on the button for the Mustangs?
We on to pitcher's mound tonight. Let's start us off for game 1 is number 6, Riker Zeller.
So Zeller on the bump for the Mustangs to get started here.
It'll be. Don't have the pitch count up there. Oh, we do. Sorry.
And there's going to be a fly ball out to shallow right center field. Right fielder's under it, and he makes the catch. That will
be number 12, Jordy Scott.
Scott makes the catch, and that brings up 2 outs here in the top of the first. And number 27, Connor Bloom, is up for the Red Raiders.
Mustangs looking to get a really fast 3 and out so they can go up there to hit. Mustangs looking to start off hot. As you talked about when they played in the state championship, Siebens' main goal is to, get runs up as fast as possible.
Yeah. Siebens' head coach Shane Siebens' coaching style has definitely been get runs when you can get them, and he's not afraid to make a bold call as there's a foul tip out to shortstop, and the catch is made, and that'll be the 3rd out here in the top of the first. Mustangs up to bat next. Stay tuned here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here at the Rock as we get ready to get underway here in the bottom of the first. The Red Raiders score is 0 in the top of the first, go 3 up, 3 down. Pitching on the mound for the Wamego Red Raiders is number 51, Isaac Braun. As always, if you guys are watching with us on Facebook or YouTube, please leave down in the comments where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll be sure to give you a shout out here on the broadcast. Again, my name is Cody Lyman with Backroads Broadcasting, joined tonight by Rock Creek's very own Xander Dick.
Be number 18, Donovan DeVita up to hit. And that'll be a ball high for Isaac Braun's first pitch.
Good eye there. That was, from back here, it looked pretty good. It's probably something I would have swung at back in the day.
Oh, yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about that? About back in the day?
No one wants to hear about my days playing ball here. They want to hear about this game and what's going on now. 2-0 count to start here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, it's going to be another ball high. So 3-0 is your count. Mustangs were in action this past week at the Burlington tournament. Xander, do you have the results of that tournament?
I do indeed, Cody. They went 2-1 in the tournament, with their very first game being versus Hayden, as we lost 3-14. But they came back the last two games as they played Burlington twice, and they beat them game 1 7-0 and in game 2 6-2. So
there's a called strike, counts 3-1, and that's going to be another high ball. So that will be ball 4. And the Mustangs start with a runner on base here to start the bottom of the first inning. Riker Zeller, number 6, up for the Mustangs.
Starting off already really hot for the Mustangs, getting on base quick and easy.
Bunt shown, bunt not taking ball high. That would be ball 1. Looking for Zeller to potentially steal here. Got some speed, as the one-hole hitter normally does.
Oh yeah, coaches really like to get one of the fastest people up top of the batting order so they can start stealing some bases early.
Oh yeah, I could never. As the show bunt here, and bunt
it down.
Gets bunt down. Third baseman charges, throws over.
And he gets the tag and on the base, so that'll be out number 1. But as advance the runner,
did a job there. Advances the runner into scoring position. Number 17 for the Mustangs, Brock Lubers, up to bat here in the bottom of the first.
I don't know. As we talked about earlier, I know you don't watch college baseball, but I would
call me out like that.
as watching from my experience of watching it, Steven really goes with a college approach. When they have a base runner at first, they really like to advance that runner. So I really do like the approach of bunting to get him advanced.
Yeah, it's going to be a called strike 1. Yeah, for sure. Obviously, you want to take the double play out of play, but also getting that runner into scoring position is huge, because the Mustangs we've seen, last year and this year, they can get the bats going, and having that runner in scoring position just makes it that much easier to bring that run across the plate, put your team in an advantage.
Yeah, it really does put pressure on the Red Raiders.
For sure. 1-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
9 pitches.
Lieber's up to bat, and here's the pitch.
Another ball high. That'll be a 2-1 count.
Yeah, that's number 51, Isaac Braun, out on the mound for the Red Raiders.
It'll be number
Mustang bench getting into it. Their dugout, excuse me.
Nice little hit up the middle.
Be out to shallow center field. Center fielder makes the catch, and that will be out number 2 here in the bottom of the first.
Made some nice contact there. Just kind of didn't really drop fast enough, but really nice contact off the bat.
Yeah, sometimes you make solid contact, and unfortunately it just goes directly to somebody.
Oh, yeah. It'll be number 12, Jordy Scott, up to hit.
He's a freshman. Wanted to point that out. Freshman starting for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I really do like how Sieben is really instrumenting freshmen into the lineup. Already as a freshman, that's already really impressive.
Yeah, and I think that speaks volumes to the kind of talent we have here at the Rock. and for Jordy Scott as well. So a freshman on a defending 4A state championship baseball team, getting the start, definitely speaks to his work ethic and talent. 0-1's your count.
Nice little hit up the shortstop. Gets the first. That'll be 3 outs for the Red Raiders.
So the Mustangs strand 1 here in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Welcome back here at The Rock as we get started here in the top of the second inning. Number 10, Brody Oviette up to bat for the Raiders, as that is going to be a called strike 1.
That was a really nice curveball right there. Nice low into the zone.
For sure, Riker Zeller, number 6 for the Mustangs on the bump. It's going to be a high ball. Bring your count to 1-1.
Yeah, Zeller has 13 pitches so far within 2 innings. And that'll be a foul tip.
So it'll be strike 2, 1-2 is your count. Yeah, definitely what we want to see out of the Mustang pitchers. And if you're a Red Raiders fan, you want to see out of your pitching staff is you want to see them starting ahead in the count. You know, throwing that first pitch strike is so huge into determining how the at-bat can go. You know, if you get down 1-0, 2-0 as a pitcher, it's pretty hard to claw your way back because then at that point you can't use the full arsenal of your pitches necessarily.
Oh,
You got to throw a strike, and so that batter's going to be setting on a strike. As our count is 2-2.
Oh,
And it's going to be a
ball.
foul tip. Beautiful day here out at the Rock. It's a little on the chilly side.
Oh, yeah. It warmed up a little bit before we
It
started.
did. It definitely did. It helps being right into some pavement and stuff on a chillier day. Get some heat reflecting back up from the concrete.
Yeah, and we got a little building to our right side.
Little windbreak, and that's
Oh.
a nice sweeping curveball, and that's going to be strike 3, out number 1 here in the top of the second. Number 4 for the Red Raiders, McCoy Moody, up to the plate. And who do we have over there on deck?
On deck, we got number 28. That'll be Nate Gallagher.
And that's going to be a hit out to shortstop, cleanly made. Play over to first, and they're going to get him for out number 2. So 1 pitch, 1 strike here in the top of the second.
Just from last home game, number 1, that'll be Peter Martini. He got a lot of action from last game, and so far he's getting a lot of action so far this game.
For sure.
It's great to have a really good skilled player at a really good skilled position.
Yeah, shortstop is definitely, you got to be, it's usually reserved for the most athletic player. I seem to recall as there's a first pitch, strike 1. That's typically where you would put one of the most athletic guys. The guy that has a wide range of motion and can make the throw. Yeah, it's going to be a shot out to shallow right field. It's going to be trouble.
It drops just right in.
And they're going to call that a fair ball. So that will put a runner on first for the Red Raiders here in the top of the second.
Nice little blooper that he got in between the first baseman and the right fielder that landed in the in the field play.
So the Raiders with some life here with 2 outs.
It'll be Cody Meyer up to hit. Next up the hit on the next up to hit will be number 2. I think that's number 2.
It's going to be first pitch ball. Number 2 for the Raiders would be Jacob DeRoche, or DeRoche.
Yeah, different. Let's say if we say someone's name, please let us know down in the comments as the pitcher checks up the runner.
What else your count? Yeah, there's a shot. So he gets through the gap between third and shortstop out to the left fielder. They'll get the ball in, and we will have number 2 up for the Red Raiders, Jacob DeRoche, as we've got runners on first and second here in the top of the second for the Raiders.
Nice little hit that he got on the ground. I would say usually
Yeah,
hit,
couple good hits here by the Raiders. Got that first hit out to no man's land right there in shallow right field, and hit that one through the gap for a single.
I'll say usually those low hits usually tend to get up in the air, but he managed to get that one down, so that was really good. We have a 1-0 count.
Coaches talking to their players. Zeller checks the runner at second. Delivers.
That'll be
strike. So 1-1's your count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners on first and second.
with 2 outs. So if the Raiders are really playing it smart here, not really trying to steal what's a 2-out count.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get thrown out on a boneheaded play, as that's going to be called a strike. So 1 and 2 is your count. Yeah, definitely don't want to get called out on a boneheaded play. Trying to be too aggressive here. You've got a runner in scoring position. Game's tied 0-0. No need to push the envelope, as they say.
It'll be Zeller. Zeller looking for a strikeout as they steal, and it is foul ball. As we just got done talking about stealing.
The hit and run was on, and unfortunately, DeRoche not able to make contact. Count will remain 1 and 2. 2 outs here in the top of the second.
I'm thinking curveball here for the K.
Thinking curveball?
I'm thinking curveball. He has as we've seen, he's throwing some nice, really curveballs that they're really looking to hit it.
All right, we'll see if you're correct. Zeller checks the runner at second. Delivers, showing bunt, and he does. Back to Zeller. Zeller makes the play at first, and that's going to be out number 3 here in the top of the second. And we'll head to the bottom of the second. Keep it tuned right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back. Noah Valberg, number 15 for the Mustangs, up to the plate here in the bottom of the second.
Mustangs looking to get out early with a nice hit. And that'll be called strike one. Nice little low strike in the zone.
A little inside. Number 15, Isaac Braun. 51, dyslexia. As there's a swing and a miss, strike two. Isaac Braun on the bump for the Raiders here in game one.
Nice
As
hit.
there's going to be a ball right back up the middle, out to center field. That's going to get through. That'll be a single to start off the bottom of the second for the Mustangs. Raiders had an opportunity to score some runs there in the bottom of the top of the second. Left two on base, and we'll see if the Mustangs can make them regret that decision.
And there'll be a pinch hitter coming out for number 15.
Be a pinch runner. We'll get you guys a number on that base runner.
Oops, number 11, if I'm correct. Yeah, number 11, Gavin. Oh, look at the wrong
Jackson
side.
Pendle.
Jackson Pendle. Look at the Wamego side.
So I got some speed on the bases. As number 33 for the Mustangs, Daniel Weisbender, wanted that one, didn't take it, and that will be strike one. 0-1 is your count.
Yeah, as you talked about, coming out, trying to get that high pitch count. So, not high pitch count, just a high in strikes, so, you know, you can kind of mess it around a little bit.
Yeah. Starting with the first pitch strike is huge. As the runner goes, throws down.
That'll be safe.
And he'll be safe. So, runner advances, and that was a strike. So, 0-2 is the count. But the Mustangs get the steal, so they've got one runner in scoring position here early in the bottom of the second.
That was a really nice throw there by the catcher. Just the ball happened to pop up right there towards the end.
Time called by Weisbender. I think he was trying to verify what the count was. Braun checking the runner at second. Delivers the pitch.
Nice hit out to left field.
It's going to be a little blinker, and that will fall foul. So 0-2 will remain the count. Blooper was the word I was looking for there, not blinker.
Blinker.
Running out of blinker fluid.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that day and age. Blinker fluid.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching with us, leave a comment down below where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout-out here on the broadcast. Like to have fun with our viewers here on Backroads Broadcasting.
And that
ball's going to be inside, and that will hit him, so that will put a runner at first and second for the Mustangs. No outs here in the bottom of the second.
I think coming up with getting hit by a pitch, when I did play rec ball, they only allowed to 4 hits a game. Like, I hit the batter. I'm curious to know how many can a pitcher hit in high school level.
That is a good question. I don't know if there is a rule determining that. Usually the umpire will give you a warning after the second if it's intentional. And usually, if you get to that 3 or 4 mark, there's a high ball, High ball, a little bit of chin music. Number 1, Peter Martini for the Mustangs at the bat. Squared around the bunt and immediately pulled that back and ducked for cover. So the Mustangs thinking bunt here.
I would say with no outs here, I really do support this the decision to advance the base runners.
Bunt shown, pulled back, and I believe that might have been a foul tip if I heard correctly over my headphones. So that will be strike one. 1-1 is your count. Number 10, Landon Snyder on deck for the Mustangs.
Going for a bunt. Gets it down.
And that's going to be right in front of home plate. Throw is made to first. That'll be an out, but the runners do advance. So we've got 2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the second with only 1 out.
And the bunt did what the bunt was supposed to do. Get the
yes, right, definitely. Excellent bunt there by Martini.
As coaches preach, get the bunt down. I'd say pretty much kind of right in front of home plate, so you kind of have to.
Oh, yeah. Usually you want to try and, shove it just about, about even with the pitcher either down the third or first base line and make it really hard for them to make that play. But nonetheless, gets the job done, as that's going to be fouled back. That's going to be strike number 1. 0-1's the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
It'll be number. We'll see when he turns. Nice hit up to center field.
Center fielder's parked underneath it. Runner's looking to tag, and they go. At the plate, and he's in safe. So that's going to be out number 2, but the sacrifice fly counts.
Nice little
And the
RBI right
Mustangs score 1 here in the bottom of the second.
It'll be number 5, Palmer Martini up to hit. The Rock Creek dugout getting a little hyped.
A little hype for the score.
Hey man, they're getting hyped. I mean, I don't blame them. A nice little run to start the game off. A lot differenter than the last home game, first game. They didn't score.
As here's a shot out to right field, and that's going to drop foul for strike number 1. Matt G says he's watching from Florida. I'll be at the game on April 22nd against Junction City. Looking forward to that, Matt. Stop by the broadcast booth here next to the Crow's Nest, and
That'll be a good
we'll
game.
catch up a little bit. Matt G, of course, alumni of Rock Creek. Patty Spaney says, go Mustangs. Thanks for watching with us, Patty. And here's the pitch. It's going to be high ball. So 1-1's your count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Mustangs have scored 1 this inning already. Got 1 runner in scoring position. We'll see if they can cash in.
Isaac Braun with 27 pitches so far within 2 innings. A low ball. And he steals.
Low ball. Runner goes, and he's
out.
Out by a mile. A little late on that one, so that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the second. Mustangs plate 1 and and get thrown out at third. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we get ready for action here in the top of the third. Mustangs lead 1-0 as there's going to be a comebacker to the pitcher, makes a play, tosses it at first, and that is going to be out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the third.
That'll be number 18, AJ Kens up to hit. Kruns, sorry. That'll be ball 1. Nice little curve ball, but just couldn't get into the zone.
1-0 count.
Nice hit, but it's foul.
That's going to go foul for strike number 1, so 1-1's your count. Red Raiders swinging early and often so far this game. Kind of like to see them if I was Red Raiders, obviously, if it's your pitch, you want to swing at your pitch, But I'd like to see them see a few more pitches, get more into Zeller's pitch count. He's only setting at 29 pitches.
So not very high.
Through the top of 3 here. So a lot of 1 pitch.
Strike 3.
A lot of one-pitch at-bats here for the Red Raiders, as that is going to be out number 2. So working quickly through the batters here in the top of the third.
Be number 24 up to hit for the Red Raiders, which will be Caden Kern.
And there's going to be a shot up the middle, and it's going to get through out to the center fielder, so that'll go down as a single in the stat sheet.
That'll be the catcher up to hit number 27, Connor Bloom.
So for the second straight inning in a row, Red Raiders getting runners on the bases with 2 outs. A little 2-out rally potential here. Getting a little hazy out here at the Rock.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time of year. Farmers are burning the fields. Zeller checks the runner at first and delivers, and that's going to be a nice breaking ball that will barely miss the runner and be called ball. So that will be 1-0 is your counts. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Pitch got away from him a little bit, but no harm, no foul.
Of a high ball.
So 2-0 is your count here. Zeller off to a great start.
Number 10 up to hit next will be Brody Ovlet.
As they check the runner first, and he gets back in time.
It's pretty close right there, but was lucky to get back.
Definitely a close call.
Looking at his first strike here for that bat. And a ball low outside.
Three 0's your count. And check the runner at first again. And they'll get back safely.
All balls right here. If you're the hitter, do you think you just kind of sit on it, or do you?
Oh yeah, I'm setting fastball here.
That'll be
And
ball 4.
look good from this vantage point, but nevertheless, that will be a base on balls. So Raiders with a runner on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Repeat of last inning. See if the Raiders can cash in and plate some runners.
We have a substitution for hitting. It'll be number 5 subbing in for the runner, which will be Cooper
Needfelt.
Needfelt.
Needfelt, pinch running over there at first. Needfelt is a sophomore.
So we're looking to get another out here, so the Mustangs can go hit. Of a hit.
And that'll be a check swing that goes to shortstop. Throw over to first.
Out.
Play is made. So Red Raiders for 2 innings in a row strand 2 on base. And we'll move to the bottom of the third inning. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here to the Rock on Backroads Broadcasting Network. Number 5, Peter Martini, up to bat for the Mustangs. The lead off, the bottom of the third. Mustangs lead 1-0.
It's a little crazy how both teams really go through their batting order pretty quickly.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of action as that's going to be a called ball 1. Little inside there.
It'll be Palmer Martini's second time up to hit.
And there's a
one.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1's your count.
Nice strike,
and
too.
There's another strike. 1-2's count. Good cut there.
Has to defend the plate here.
Isaac Braun on the bump for the Raiders. And that's going to be just low for ball 2, so 2-2's count. And
foul ball.
Foul ball back. Defending the plate. Count remains 2-2.
That'll be strike 3 for the Raiders. And that'll be out number 1 for the That'll be out number 1 for the Raiders. We're at the top of the order again.
Number 18, Donovan DeBita, up to the plate.
Ball, strike 1.
First pitch strike.
Be a ball high. That'll be a nice strike 2 for the Raiders. That'll be ball 2. That was a close one there. DeBita's going to have to fight here. Nice hit. Out to center field. Center fielder looking to get it and does just that. That'll be number 6 up to hit, Riker Zeller.
Now batting number 6, Riker Zeller.
That'll be strike 1. Be a ball high.
1-1's your count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to be a high fly ball. Third baseman's under it, calls for it, and drops the ball. So Mustangs will get a runner on base due to an error.
That'll be Wamego's first error of the night.
So 2 outs. Mustangs with some life here in the bottom of the third.
That'll be Luber's up to hit. Oh, yeah, I think the wind kind of maybe grabbed that a little bit.
Oh, for sure. It is Kansas, and there is no wind breaks around here. So anytime a ball is hanging in the air, it's definitely trouble. As that's going to be a ball inside for ball 1, 1-0 count. 2 outs, runner on first.
Up next to hit will be Jordy Scott, and he is a freshman. As we talked about earlier, Sieben really getting the freshmen in playing. So
yeah, and that's big for the program too, because if you can get those young guys some playing time at the varsity level early in their careers, it's obviously going to do nothing but get them more, make them better and get them more experience as they approach their senior year and ultimately leave the program. So that was called strike 1. So 1-1's your count.
That'll be.
Yeah, that's gonna. We're gonna call that a strike. Seemed about the same height as some previous pitches, but that was a called strike. One and two's count. It's gonna be high. Runner goes, throws down,
and he is safe.
And he's gonna be safe.
That was a close one there. They both touched the bag pretty much at the same time.
Good throw down the field by number 27, Connor Bloom, is the catcher for the Red Raiders. He's a senior.
Yeah, as I'm looking down the Wamego roster, they really got a lot of juniors on their roster. And that'll be ball in the dirt.
And that's going to get away, and the runner will advance to third. So runner advances on a wild pitch. Full count. So scoring. Runner 90 feet away from scoring. Sorry, my brain had to reboot there. Full count. And that's going to be hit by pitch.
That'll be.
So runner will advance to first. So we've got runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Jordy Scott for the Mustangs up to the plate. He's number 12. And if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, please leave a comment down below where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout out here on the broadcast. As a reminder, we are on live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you prefer one platform or the other, we've got both options for you. As that's going to be a called ball 1.
Low in the dirt a little bit.
Low and outside.
Next up, the hit will be the catcher for the Mustangs, number 11.
Jackson Pendell. As
number 15. I'm sorry, I saw that wrong.
Number 15, that's going to be Noah Valberg. Little check swing, half swing there for strike 1. 1-1's count. Runners at the corners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Red Raiders starting pitcher Isaac Braun setting at 50 pitches. And big swing for strike 2. Mustangs with an opportunity to score 1 here.
And that'll be strike 3.
Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Out number 3. Mustangs strand 2 here in the bottom of the third. We'll be right back on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Rock. Getting ready for top of the 4th action. Riker Zeller out on the bump for the Mustangs. He got the start, and he is 36 pitches in through 3. Averages out to 12 pitches an inning for those of you who can do some quick math at home. Number 4, McCoy Moody up for the Red Raiders.
That'll be a ball in the dirt.
For ball 1-0. Mustangs stranded 2 there in the bottom of the third.
And that'll be strike 1. The umpire kind of confuses me because when he points, I call a strike. It kind of looks like he's pointing towards the far side.
The dugout.
Yeah, kind of.
And it's going to be a high
Strike
breaking
2.
curveball that finds the zone for strike 2. 1-2 is the count.
What do you think of here for make a K?
I'm thinking high fastball.
Okay.
It's going to be a high breaking ball that just misses the zone
I was
for
thinking,
ball 2.
I was just thinking you called that, and when it just happens,
Oh, right idea there. If I was setting a high fastball, I probably would have whiffed on that, if we're being honest.
you see it go high, and then you swing, and then ends up going low, and that'll
yeah.
be it'll be
Ooh,
ball.
that's going to be ball 3, so full count. No outs here in the top of the fourth.
And that'll be strike 3.
And that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the fourth.
That'll be Zeller's second K on the night. This will be number 28, Nate Gallagher, up to hit. After him will be number 30, Cody Mayer. Which they both are. Well, excuse me, sorry. Number 28 is a junior, and there'll be a senior up to hit next.
That was outside for ball 1.
That'll be strike 1. That'll be strike 2.
Good pitch there. Gallagher unable to catch up to the fastball there.
Thinking fastball right past the middle.
Thinking right down the middle
Yep.
fastball.
And does just that, but it's not. It is not down the middle. It is a strike.
That'll be strike 3, out number 2 for the Raiders.
Little fastball down the main. It was in the dirt, but
Number 30, Cody Mayer, up for the Mustangs. Yep, definitely kept that fastball low.
be number 2. Up next to hit, Jacob Darucci. That'll be a nice curveball going into the zone.
So that'll be strike number 1. Zova's got a nice 12-6 breaking ball there.
That'll be a ball low and outside.
1-1's the count. As it's going to be a chopper over to second base. Pitcher covers, and they make the throw over to first, and that'll be out number 3 here in the top of the fourth. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we get ready for action in the bottom. Welcome back here to The Rock on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Cody Lyman, excuse me, Xander Dick. I was going to say Isaac Braun still up on the bump for the Red Raiders, setting at 52 pitches.
We know number 15 up to hit, Noah Wahlberg for the Mustangs.
And that's going to be off the hands over to second base. Makes the ball was play a little bit, but still makes the throw. So that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Red Raiders.
Number 33, Daniel Weisbender.
That'll be number 33, Daniel Weisbender.
Little Africa by Toto for the walk-up music. It's going to be called strike 1.
You might have not known this, Cody, but Dylan Weisbender is actually from Australia.
Is he now?
Yes, he is. He's actually from there. From my what I've heard is he came down here for a family member. I think it was his grandma that was sick. So yeah.
Okay, good to know. From the land down under. That's going to be called strike 2. I mean, the song is called Africa, but it says land down under. So I get it. It makes sense. As that's going to be a deflection out to left field, and that's going to drop fair. Going around the bases, and that's going to be a stand-up double to lead the Mustangs off here in the bottom of the 4th.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 1, Peter Martini.
Number 1, Peter Martini.
Last time he was up to hit, he got a bunt down to advance the runner to second. So with an out here, I'm thinking either a nice hit.
Oh, yeah. Definitely thinking he's getting the green light from Coach over there at third base.
Last home game, Peter Martini struck out twice, both times looking. So looking to see a nice hit there by Martini. That'll be a ball. That'll be a strike.
Strike 1. A little delayed reaction there from the umpire. Braun checks the runner and delivers.
Be off his
foul tip. You said that was off his leg?
Yeah, he hit it. Yeah, bounced off his leg.
That'll bring the count to 0-2. Just say that was going to be the best full swing butt ever, but
yeah,
instead foul ball.
Wouldn't be shocked to see if Wamego goes to the bullpen here, just because his pitch count's getting kind of high up there. But
as
nice
there's
hit.
A shot over to the shortstop, fields it cleanly, makes a throw over to first, and they're going to say that he got him, so that'll be out number 2. But the runner advances to third.
For the Mustangs, number 10,
Landon Snyder up to hit.
Landon Snyder, a senior for the Mustangs.
If you guys have may noticed, number 9 coming out and retrieving the bats, that is actually Drew Becker. Many of you guys maybe have known he torn his ACL during the football season. Still recovering, looking to come back for this baseball season as he is a senior.
Yeah, that's going to be first pitch strike.
Got to ask Cody, when you were a senior, was it pretty emotional for you when it was your last game at home?
For sure, as there's a chopper up the middle. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop, makes the throw over, and they say that they got him, so that'll be out number 3, Mustangs strand 1. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we head into the top of the 5th. Welcome back here at the Rock. Number 2, Jacob DeRoche up to bat for the Red Raiders. Riker Zeller still on the butt for the Mustangs. Setting at 49 pitches through 4. As it's going to be a first pitch swing and strike for strike number 1.
It'll be number 22 up next to hit, which will be Brody. Caught him.
And swing and strike number 2, they're going to say it's a foul ball. Little dribbler right up to the pitcher. Bring the count to 0-2.
High in the pitch count, but also high in the strikes here, so they can kind of mess around. And that'll be strike 3. Oh yeah, my favorite.
That'll be out number 1 here for the Red Raiders in the top of the 5th.
That'll be his 3rd K on the night. Up next to hit after number 22, Brody Cotman will be number 19.
Tori Hubler, do you know if anyone is streaming the girls' game? No, unfortunately, there is no one streaming that, Tori, as it's going to be low for ball number 1. We'd love to be able to broadcast both games at the same time, but unfortunately, you just don't have the equipment or the manpower. And that's going to be ball 2, high and outside.
It'll be 2-0 in the count. Both pitchers for both teams getting up in the pitch count, so wouldn't it be too shocked here? And that'll be a
high fly ball out to the right field. Right field's tracking it,
and he catches it.
He makes the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the 5th.
Really defensive game here by both teams. Only 1 score on the board, so.
For sure. Number 19.
Kaysen Hall.
Kaysen Hall up to, up to bat for the Red Raiders.
Choking on the seeds over there.
Sure am.
That'll be number 24 next up to hit, which will be Caden Kern.
They need to put choking hazard warnings on those sunflower seed labels, as that's going to be breaking ball that finds the inside corner for strike number 1. Great pitch there from starting pitcher Riker Zeller.
And that'll be
fastball low for strike number 2.
What are we thinking?
Breaking ball low and outside.
I was thinking about standing up if it's a strike, but
no.
And that'll be strike 3. What'd you call?
Breaking ball low and outside, and that's exactly what it was. That'll be out number 3. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here to The Rock on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Number 5, Peter Martini up for the Mustangs. Number 51, Isaac Braun still on the bump for the Red Raiders, sitting at 62 pitches through 5 complete.
Palmer Martini's 3rd time up the hit, and that'll be a ball high and outside.
Excuse me, that was through 4 complete innings. So getting a little high on the pitch count, but making it to the 5th inning is about where you want to get your it's where you want your starting pitcher to get to.
This game 1's going by decently fast.
Pretty quick, as that's going to be second ball for 2-0 count.
Well, when you got both pitchers throwing strikes, and we have a nice hit out to center. And
Field
he
tracking
makes a
it.
great catch.
And tracks it down for the first out. So 1 out here to start off the bottom of the 5th for the Mustangs. Honestly, I'm pretty jealous that kids nowadays get walk-up music. We
You
did
didn't
not.
get
We
that?
did not have that in high school. I don't even know if you were allowed to under the education rules.
I feel when
Even if we had the infrastructure up there in Westmoreland to do it, because that's going to be a ball low.
growing up, I mean, I thought doing that was kind of cringe, but then after watching MLB in like college, I'm like, oh, hey, no, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, no, I mean if it's good, man, it's good. Is that's going to be called strike one, 1-1's count.
But I do get where you come from. I mean, some walk-up music just doesn't really fit the person, or like
Oh yeah, for sure.
some they just kind of choose because it's a cool song. Nice
It's
hit.
going to be hit over to shortstop.
He bobbles it.
Bobbles the handle, and runner's going to get on base off of the air.
That'll be an infield single.
For the Mustangs, number 6, Riker Zeller.
So runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs lead 1-0. Xander, as you mentioned, yeah, it's been a good defensive battle. Mustangs and Raiders have both been able to get runners on base, just haven't been able to cash in, except for the Mustangs there in the bottom of the 2nd.
Yeah, we have 2 outs here. And a ball outside.
Ball outside. I think they think the runner was going, so high and outside fastball, try and get the catcher in a better position to make that throw down to second.
We have a time on the field.
I believe they're calling time for. Don't know what they're calling time for.
I was looking at the first base coach. He was messing with something. That'll be
High ball. 2-0's your count.
correction. 1 out. I was thinking when I seen the 2 outs, I was like 2 outs. I was like, I don't think there was 2 outs.
Nice observation, Xander. 2-0 count, runner on first. Mustangs dugout getting into the game. And it's be a nice breaking ball that finds the zone for strike 1, 2-1.
Isaac Braun with 71 pitches, so.
Yep, might be seeing the last of him this inning, potentially. I know most coaches want to pull him around that 75, 80 pitch mark. Runner goes down to second.
Nice hit.
And it's going to be shot over to first
out.
base. It's a foot race.
And
they're going to call him out at first, but the runner advances. I think the hit and run was on there. And that'll bring up out number 2. And then number 17, Brock Lubers, up for the Mustangs. And Brenda Brazel asked, do you only stream Rock Creek? Yes, Brenda, we do. We follow Rock Creek and do our best to provide neutral commentary for all the viewers, as it's going to find the top of the zone for strike number 1. 2 outs, runner on second. 0-1 is your count. Here at the top of the 5th. Excuse me, bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, game's moving a little fast.
And Matt G asks, what's Wamego and Rock Creek's records? Rock Creek is sitting at 3-2 as there's a foul tip for strike number 2. Rock Creek is sitting at 3-2 on the season. They split their series with Hayes to begin the season, and then they participated in the Burlington tournament and lost their first game to Hayden, and then played Burlington in games 2 and 3 and won both of those games. So they're sitting at 3-2 on the season.
We'll have
And that's going to be strike number 3 for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Mustang Strand 1. Keep it here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here to the Rock as we get underway here in the top of the 6th. Number 6, Riker Zeller, still on the bump for the Mustangs, sitting at 58 pitches. And it's going to be first pitch low for ball number 1. Number 24, Caden Karn, up for the Red Raiders. And the ball's going to be low for ball number 2. 2-0's count. Rock Creek still holding on to a 1-0 lead as we move into the top of the 6th. And it's going to be called strike 1. And Matt, to finish answering your question, so Rock Creek sitting at 3-2 on the season, and according to Game Changer, Wamego's setting at 0-1 on the season. Is that
a nice catch?
As a fly ball out to right center field, and play is made for out number 1 to start off the top of the 6th.
Wamego's only game so far this year is versus Shawnee Mission Northwest, and they are the Cougars. So Max Preps was correct. 1-0.
Zion UCC on YouTube says, Abilene fan here. I enjoy listening to you guys, especially here in basketball. Love your commentary. Also, because I love Abilene, I hope both of these teams lose today. Zion, right back at you. Thanks for watching with us. Yeah, definitely had you guys had a great run in the state tournament last year. There's a blooper out to first.
And that is safe. Oh, he's out.
Ooh. There's a blooper out to first, and Zeller had to cover the base, and they get the throw in time, so that's going to be out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. Yeah, Abilene definitely had a great run in the state tournament last year. We broadcasted their semifinal game against the Pratt High Greenbacks. And if you went back and freeze framed some of those plays at the plate at a important time, I came up with a different call than the umpire made. But tough break for you guys. But, yeah, definitely looking forward to playing Abilene this year and seeing how these two teams match up.
It'll be a nice strike 1, but it'll be ball this time.
So 1-1's your count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
So far, as we talked about early defensive game, only 1 point scored.
Yeah,
That'll
it's a nice
be
breaking
strike
ball
2.
that finds the zone for strike number 2.
I would not be shocked here if both pitchers for the Red Raiders and the Mustangs both get to, play a whole game.
Yeah, we'll see. Isaac Braun, the starting pitcher for the Red Raiders, sitting at 75 pitches on the dot through 5 complete. There's going to be a ball high. Counts 2-2.
And that'll
be a foul tip. So, they're going to say that was in play.
And that'll be.
You get the throw down to first, and that'll be out number 3.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down for the Red Raiders. Keep it here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Rock here in the bottom of the 6th. Number 12, Jordy Scott up to bat for the Mustangs. And number 51, Isaac Braun, still out on the bump for the Red Raiders, as here's a foul ball for strike number 1. Braun sitting at 76 pitches now.
He'll be 0-1 in the count.
There's a
Strike
good
two.
off-speed pitch for strike number 2. Looked like a changeup there. So you're back in your rec playing days, Xander. Did you have some nasty pitches? 'Cause there's gonna be a ball in the dirt for ball number 1.
To
One
be
to
honest
count.
with you, I just threw fastballs.
You just threw fastballs?
Hey,
That's it? Just serving up meatballs left and right?
I was good. I mean, I can't say a lot of people got hits off me.
There you go. Was it T-ball?
Oh, that's crazy.
There's a low fastball for ball number 2. 2-2's the count. You walked right into that one. 2-2's count, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs leading 1-0 here in game 1. And that's going to be a ball low for ball number 3, so full count.
Yeah, rec playing days, they ended pretty much my freshman year. Well, technically I was in 8th grade, but yeah, I rec for them now, for the rec league. I enjoy it. I don't really do it for the money. I just do it just because, it's kind of fun.
Just like being around the game.
Yeah, I mean.
And here's a poke out to second base. Fielded cleanly, throw over to first, and he's going to be out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Number 15, Noah Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Up to the plate for the Mustangs.
I just do it for the, for the game.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
There you go.
If what I want to do when I grow up, which is obviously what I'm doing right now, commentating, I've always can try to lean back on umpiring. And
there you go. That's gonna be
strike.
Oh, yep, strike number 1.
I thought that was a ball because the ball kind of popped out of his glove.
Yeah, it was a delayed call there, but that'll be strike number 1. Yeah, that's going to be ball high, ball 1.
I think it's really interesting how high school and college use metal bats.
Yeah, the guys just aren't necessarily as strong to get that kind of exit velocity, as that's going to be a foul back for strike number 2. So it's not necessarily as much of a player safety issue as it is, in the majors.
Oh no,
I've seen some hot balls coming off of bats in college. So I don't know if they use a different, like a BB core, like a different type of metal bat to help kind of mitigate that. But
oh yeah, a little bit about bats. I know you don't watch MLB, but have you seen the new torpedo bats?
I have been seeing all about the Yankees torpedo bats.
What's his name? From the Cincinnati Reds. Forgot his name, but he got his hand on a torpedo bat, and let's just say he's pretty good.
Isaac Braun taking a little tumble.
Taking a little sit down, in the middle of the field.
On that pitch, so full count.
He has 87 pitches here, so if the Red Raiders do not score here,
and
that'll be okay.
They're gonna call that strike number 3. So there'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Number 33, Daniel Weisbender, up for the Mustangs.
This will be his 5th time up the hit.
Yeah. Talking about metal bats, in summer ball, you get the opportunity to play in wood bat tournaments. And I will say hitting, the difference between a metal bat and a wood bat is obviously, as you would imagine. A lot different. Because, you can get a really good hit on a wood bat, and it feels amazing. But if you get jammed inside and you hit it up there by your hands.
That'll be a strike as you look towards the first pace.
They're going to say he went, so that'll be strike number 2. Yeah, if you get jammed on a wood bat, boy, that hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Your hands are going numb for a hot second. Let's go
hit,
ball over to third. Fielded cleanly, throw over, and they'll get him out.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we head into the top of the 7th. Welcome back here at the Rock as we head into the top of the 7th. Red Raiders down 1-0, so they're down to their last 3 outs. As
That'll
it's
be
going to
a
be a
strike
first pitch
one.
strike. Number 4, McCoy Moody up for the Red Raiders to lead off at the top of the 7th.
If Zeller gets 3 up, 3 down, then he'll complete a full game. And that'll be a ball in
It's
the
going to
dirt.
be a low breaking ball for ball number 1. 1-1's the count. Zeller setting at 70 pitches. And if the Raiders are able to plate one here in the top of the 7th, I'd imagine we'd see a new pitcher for the Red Raiders. Their starting pitcher, Isaac Braun, setting at 91 pitches. It's going to be a ball low for ball number 2.
Coming up after number 4, McCoy Moody, it'll be number 28, Nate Gallagher. Gallagher reminds me of that, what's that TV show called? Nice hit. That'll be a
It's
foul
gonna be
ball.
a foul ball for strike number 2.
Trying to think of the TV shows. The Gallaghers?
No idea.
No. See it on TikTok, but
the old tic tac.
Tic Tac, yeah.
2-2's the count. No outs here in the top of the 7th.
It'll be strike
And
3.
And that's going to be a drop third strike. Throws down to
and that'll
first.
be an error.
And the errant throw brings first baseman off the bag. So that will be strike number 3. But the runner advances to first on the drop third strike. So an uncharacteristic error there on the Mustangs here in the top of the 7th. So Red Raiders with some life. No outs with a runner on first base.
That'll be 1 error for the Raiders and the Mustangs. Both have 1 on tonight.
Number 8, Rylan Heald up to bat for the Red Raiders. Excuse me, that's number 28. As they pick back to first.
And he's out.
And they're going to get him on the throw back to first. So runner made it to first on a drop third strike, but is thrown out immediately afterwards. Number 28, Nate Gallagher up for the Red Raiders.
After him will be number 30, Cody Meyer.
That was
And
a
they-
called ball, so 1-0 is your count. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Red Raiders down to their last 2 outs. Yeah, nice
That'll be
fastball
strike
there for
1.
strike number 1. Zeller still throwing some heat. 76 pitches into his start.
Yeah, Noah Wahlberg, made the error, but he fixed the error. And that'll be a nice hit out to
He
shortstop, but
Shot
he can't
to
get it.
second, and it's a bit of a bobbler, a bit of a doozy. And that'll get through. So that'll be a single in the scorebook.
Number 30 up to hit will be Cody Mayer.
Now batting number 30, Cody Mayer.
We've seen the Red Raiders so far this game be able to get the runners on base, especially with 2 outs, just haven't been able to cash in on it. So we'll be looking to change that up here in the top of the 7th.
Double play could be possible.
Double play is definitely in play here. We'll
Oh.
see if the Raiders like to steal here, take that out of play, as it's going to be a low ball for ball 1.
I was thinking bunt, but then I looked over there and I was like 1 out bunt. No.
Yeah, I mean, if it was an earlier innings, I mean, yes, you could definitely still do that. You'd have to, have a lot of trust in your next runner up to the plate, as it's going to be a high ball too. Yeah, that's a 50-50 toss up there, because yes, you want to take the double play out of play, but then you're also setting with 2 outs, down 1 in the top of the 7th. So 2-0 is your count, runner on first. And it's going to be a chopper
Out
of the
the
third
third,
base.
double play.
Runners out at second,
And he
and
is-
they're going to
He's
call him out at
That's
third.
a double play.
So that'll do it here in Game 1. Rock Creek wins 1-0. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be back up for game number 2. Welcome back to The Rock on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. My name is Cody Lyman with Backroads Broadcasting, joined tonight by Xander Dick, Rock Creek's very own high school journalism student and future broadcaster, would you say?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you want to be a broadcaster when you grow
Oh
up?
yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's my goal. And get this closer. Yeah, that's my goal.
Awesome. So we're getting ready for action here in game number 2. Rock Creek winning that first game 1-0 against the visiting Wamego Red Raiders. Xander, do you have a recap for game 1 for us?
Oh yeah. So last game for people who have just tuned in, the score was 1-0. It was a very defensive game. I mean, as we both witnessed, it was more of just pitching was really great. As there was only one pitcher for each team that pitched the entire game, which from last game was Isaac Braun, who threw 91 pitches, which is a lot, and he played the entire game. And it was Riker Zeller who pitched
A
for the
complete game?
Mustangs.
Yep, so Riker Zeller is going to get the win from that first game, and Isaac Braun will go down as the losing pitcher in that first game. We're getting set for action here in the second.
A great double play that ended out the first game too. So.
Yes, an excellent double play there by the Mustangs to seal the victory.
Oh yeah.
We saw in that first game both teams really stranded a lot of runners, especially Wamego. I think they had probably the second through the fourth inning. They stranded 2 runners on base and just couldn't cash in on those runners in scoring position, and it cost them. So the Mustangs win that first game 1-0. I have on good authority. I was talking to a Wamego coach. So Isaac Braun, the starting pitcher for Wamego, was averaging about 80 miles an hour for that game. And their starting pitcher for this next game throws about 87, 88 miles an hour. So it'll be about anywhere from 7 to 10 miles an hour faster than the Mustangs saw that first game. So
I believe when I went to go use the bathroom, whatever. I seen I think pretty sure one of our teachers talking to. Believe it's number 30, Cody Mayer, I believe.
Yes, I believe he will be getting the start for the Red Raiders, as it appears that number 13.
That's number 17.
Number 17 for the Mustangs. That is Brock Lubers, is going to get the start here in game number 2. Brock Lubers had an excellent first game.
Yeah, he came in game 2 versus Hayes, and he pitched a really nice game.
For sure.
As umpires are getting ready to get Nuggets game number 2 started, as it is 6:20, so technically they have 10 minutes, but they would like to get this game on the road, so as more fans start piling in for game 2 for both sides. Note that there is also a softball game going on at the same time as our baseball game is.
Yep, well, whenever I'd walked by earlier, the Mustangs were leading 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th.
So very defensive game.
And they just rolled over into the top of the 7th whenever I walked back over here. Peyton Hardenberger was on the bump for the Lady Red Raiders over there. And I'm unsure what the score or the final score of that first game over there was. We'll get that to you guys whenever we get it.
I do believe, for the Wamego fans, I do believe they have a Tennessee volunteer commit for their softball team.
Yes. Peyton Hardenberger, the star pitcher for Lady Red Raiders. She started since, I believe she was a freshman on varsity. She's led them to 2 state championships and is a commit to the Tennessee University, the Volunteers, to play softball there. So definitely a bright future ahead. She's definitely been a powerhouse in the 4A, and most softball teams, when they see Wamego on the schedule, they go, oh, great. So
yeah.
That definitely speaks volumes to her skill.
Now batting number 19,
As we're ready to get underway here in the top of the first in game number 2, here's the first pitch, and that's going to be called strike 1.
As it'll be number 19, Kaysen Hall up to hit. After him will be number 24, Caden Kern.
And there's a ball just outside for ball number 1. 1-1's your count. And high string and swipe, high swinging
and swap.
strike for strike number 2. 1 and 2's the count.
Strike
And
3.
blows it on by him for strike number 3, out number 1 here in the top of the first. As always, if you guys are just joining us, we like to have some fun with our fans here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. So whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout out on the air. Great day at the ballpark here at the Rock. It's a little on the chilly side, as that's going to be a ball low in the dirt for ball number 1. Last week, it was a picture-perfect 72 degrees and sunny, and then right there towards the end of game number 2, it just got cold in a hurry.
Ooh, right off.
As that's going to be fouled back for strike number 1. 1-1's count.
That's why catchers wear face masks.
That's exactly why catchers wear face masks.
The umpire gets to walk out there to give the catcher some time to, recuperate.
1 out here at the top of the first.
As we talked about last home game, Rock Creek really has in-depth pitching.
Yes, they definitely are deep in the pitching aspect of the game, as that's going to be fouled back for strike number 2. Yeah, I mean, and that really paid dividends last year. I believe they had 7 pitchers in the rotation last year, between starters and reliefs and closers. And it really paid dividends in the state tournament because, on day 1, everyone's throwing their best pitcher to try and make it to day 2.
As strike 3 on the ground, and he makes the throw.
Drop third strike, and they get the out at first. So that's going to be out number 2 here in the top of the first for the Red Raiders. That really paid dividends last year in the state tournament because everyone's throwing their best person on the first day to try and get to day number 2. And usually by that second or third game, they're starting to kind of reach into the bottom of the barrel, if you will, and get whoever they can out there to throw strikes. And the Mustangs just excelled in that department, and it led to them winning the 4A state championship. As that's going to be strike number 1 right down the middle. Throwing some heat.
Yeah, Brock Lubers is really known for throwing some fast, meaty meatballs down the middle. And
fast, meaty meatballs. I like it.
Yeah.
That pitch is going to be low for ball number 1.
I was thinking that rhymed. Fast, meaty meatballs.
2 outs here in the top of the first for the Red Raiders.
Up next to hit will be number 10, Brody Alvalet.
And it's going to be ball outside for ball number 2. 2 and 1's your count. 2 outs. Yeah, it's going to be a ball high for ball number 3.
It'll be 3-1 in the count. So he'll probably be sitting on probably won't be swinging here unless he really has to.
Yeah, on 3-1, you're most likely setting fastball, and you want to swing if it's your pitch, and it's going to be ball low for ball 4. So the Red Raiders with some life here in the top of the first with 2 outs, runner on first. And it's a repeat of the first game. The Red Raiders
that'll be going
to have a pinch runner come out. It's going to be number 12, number 12, Arden Sylvester for the Red Raiders running on first. Yeah, the Red Raiders in the first game seemed to get all their runners on base with 2 outs. So we'll see if they can cash in here. There's a swing and strike 1, fouled back.
Next to hit will be number 4, McCoy Moody. Kind of like that name.
Reminds me a little bit of Mad-Eye Moody for all you Harry Potter fans out there. It's going to be a high breaking ball that doesn't find the zone for ball 1.
It'll be strike 2.
Foul ball there. Just a bit below and behind it. Right into the catcher's glove.
A foul ball.
Protecting the plate. That's number 10, Brody Oviatt for the Red Raiders, protecting the plate. 1-2's count. And here's
Nice
a
hit out to center.
poke out to center field. Center fielder's under it, makes
Got
the
it.
catch. And that is out number 3. So that'll do it for us here in the top of the first. Keep it right here on the Back Roads Broadcasting Network after a word from our sponsor.
Can count on.
Right, we're back on.
Leading off for the Mustangs, number 18, Donovan DeVita.
Welcome back here to the Rock in the bottom of the first as Donovan DeVita, number 18 for the Mustangs, is up to bat to lead off the Mustangs.
Be a strike one.
Ball inside for strike one.
It'll be number 30 up the that is pitching today for the in game 2 for the Red Raiders will be Cody Mayer.
It's going to be low for ball one. 1-1's your count.
Be ball low.
2-1's your count. Starting pitcher for the Mustangs, Brock Luber's throwing 18 pitches in that first inning. As here's a little chopper out to third base. Third baseman charging, makes the throw over, and they got him.
Almost did a
So
splits
that'll
right
be
there.
out number one here in the bottom of the first for the Mustangs.
Riker Zeller.
Riker Zeller up the hit. After him will be Brock Lubers.
Beta passing on some words of wisdom as he strolls back to the dugout. There's going to be a high breaking ball that finds the zone for strike number one. And that breaking ball didn't find the zone. It's going to be high for ball one. 1-1's your count.
Be strike two.
Good breaking ball there.
Be 1-2 in the count. Be ball low. Close one there.
Be outside for ball three, so full count. For number 6, Riker Zeller. And it's going to be low for ball four.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. That was low for ball three. Must have missed one there. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. So now it's full count.
That'll be ball
And
four.
High. Zeller wanted it, but he laid off it. Good eye there. So that'll put a runner on base with one out here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting number 17, Brock Lubers.
Nice
Yeah.
hit out to third base, but can't get it.
That's going to get through the hole, so that'll be a single for starting pitcher, number 17, Brock Lubers. And that'll put runners on first and second.
Number 12, Jordy Scott.
One out here in the bottom of the first.
We'll have
Catcher's going out to talk to his pitcher. We got a pinch runner for Lubers. It's going to be number
11.
Number 11, Jackson Pendel for the Mustangs. Get some speed on the bases. Opportunity here to drive in one or two. Nice breaking ball there for strike one.
Mustangs looking to strike first, as they have two on the base, first and second. Strike two.
Good fastball there, low in the zone.
If you're Jordy Scott, what are you thinking here? A full count on you.
I'm setting off speed, either a changeup or some sort of curveball. And that's going to be a changeup, and they'll get by him for strike three. So 2 outs here.
3 straight fastballs down the middle.
In the bottom of the first. Number 15, Noah Valberg, up for the Mustangs. And looked like it might have been a balk, but checks the runner back at second. Gets back in time.
Get a hit here. It'll be ball outside. It's a go.
And it's going to get away from the catcher, so runners will advance to second and third. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the Mustangs. 2 outs. 1-0 is your count. Mustangs looking to get on the board early here.
Strike 2. Or strike 1. Sorry.
1-1's your count. Good strike there.
I was looking at his fingers. I was like,
Got the inside of the corner of the plate. And it's going to be ball high for ball number 2.
that'll be strike 2.
Good breaking ball there that found the inside corner.
Going for pitch number 18. Well, that was pitch number 18. Pitch number 19.
And poke up the middle to the shortstop. Makes the play. Over to first.
And that'll score.
And can't make the play at first. Gets past the first baseman. And that's going to score 2 for the Mustangs on the throw from shortstop to first.
Already.
So the Mustangs up to a quick 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. And they're not done. 2 outs with a runner on first.
Already scoring more than they did last game. It'll be score number 2.
And for those that didn't catch the first game, as Xander imparted some wisdom on me, number 33, Daniel Weisenbender, is from Australia. So kind of gives credence to his walk-up music there from the land down under. And it's going to be a good breaking ball, but it's not going to find the zone, so that'll be ball 1. Good fastball down the middle there for strike 1.
It'll be strike 2.
Check swing, but it didn't matter. This found the zone for strike number 2. 1-2 is your count.
Weisenbender needs a battle here. It'll be ball outside.
And can confirm Cody Moody, the starting pitcher for the Red Raiders, is throwing some heat got told before the game by one of his coaches that he throws a
It'll be a
high
drop third
high
strike.
80s fastball, and that's going to be a drop third strike. Tagged him out, so that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the first. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Rock as we get underway here in the top of the second. Number 4, McCoy Moody, the starting pitcher for the Red Raiders, is up to bat.
Okay, strike one.
Good strike there.
Oh.
Brock Luber's on the bump for the Mustangs here in game 2. Riker Zeller got the W in game number 1.
Strike two.
Good strike there. Way to throw ahead in the count. 0-2.
Luber's looking for his first
K of the evening.
K. Okay.
Sitting at 20 pitches so far. Ball outside for ball number 1.
Brock loves to throw some meaty fastballs. Ball outside. Strike 3. Foul ball. Nice little contact there, but couldn't get into play. It's number 28 up to hit, which is Nate Gallagher. After him will be number 30, Cody Mayer, the pitcher. Strike 2. Ball outside. Strike 3. Another K. That's 2 straight Ks for Brock Lubers. That'll be number 30 up the hit, Cody Mayer. It'll be hit out to shortstop, and shortstop makes the throw. 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. as we'll be right back right after a little break we have.
Overwhelmed with receipts, invoices, payroll, and balancing your books? Keeping your financial records organized can be time-consuming and confusing. Contact Cheryl with Sunflower Consulting and Bookkeeping. She provides expert services to help your business stay on track. She ensures your books are ready for tax season, avoiding any last-minute stress. Call Cheryl for a free consultation at 785-506-4008. Reliable, professional, and affordable bookkeeping services you can count on.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun.
Welcome back here to the Rock as we get ready for action here in the bottom of the second.
Peter Martini up to hit. Be strike one called. Be a ball inside. Be balled low. It'll be 2-1 in the count. Be 2-2. Nice strong hit to shortstop and makes it to first base. That'll be 1 out on the bottom of the second.
Now batting number 4, Wyatt Wells.
Up to bat now is number 4, Wyatt Wells. Foul ball. Solid hit out to second base. Gets it in and gets to first.
Now batting number 5, Palmer Martini.
Up to hit now be number 5, Palmer Martini. Be a ball outside. 1-0 in the count. Be ball low. 2-0 in the count. It will be ball 3. It'll be ball 4.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 18, Donovan Davida.
It'll be number 18, Donovan Davida up to hit. Ball low.
Be ball number 1. So the Mustangs with some life here with 2 outs. Runner on first in the bottom of the second. Mustangs scoring 2 in the bottom of the first.
Got to reset here.
Moody collects himself. Runner goes. Throw down to second. And he's going to get there safe. That was called strike on that. So runner advance to second, and our count will go to 1-1. Moody already setting at 37 pitches. Good breaking ball there for
Two.
strike number 2.
Will be ball low.
Good breaking ball there. Just couldn't find the bottom of the zone. Time called for and given. It's number 18, Donovan DeVita, up to bat for the Mustangs.
Strike
Good
3.
strike there, as that's called strike 3, and that will. Okay, so there was a drop third strike there, and they get it down to first. And that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the second. Mustangs strand 1. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Rock as we get ready for action here in the top of the third. Number 51, Isaac Braun, up for the Red Raiders. And that's going to be inside for ball 1.
It's number 51, Isaac Braun, to hit. I don't know if we said that or not. Oh, well.
And it's going to
Strike 1.
be called strike for strike 1. Counts 1-1.
We ball outside. 2-1 in the count.
Lever's on the bump for the Mustangs. And as always, if you guys are just tuning in, drop a comment below where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout out here on the broadcast. That's going to be fouled back for strike number 2. Count moves to 2-2. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys have a preference of one over the other, I know a lot of people like to pull up our YouTube stream, put it on their TV so they can still mess around with their phones. So that's going to be low for ball 3, so full count.
Close check swing right there.
Peel down to first base, and the umpire says he's safe. So indeed, it is a full count. Isaac Braun up to bat for the Red Raiders, got the start in game number 1.
Nice hit out
And
to
it's going to
shortstop.
be a hit to shortstop, fielded cleanly, throw to first.
And he
First
got the
baseman
tag.
comes off the bag, but makes the tag, and that's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the third. Number 22, Brody caught him up for the Red Raiders. I believe that's a new name that we haven't called out before. Could be mistaken. He's a junior for the Red Raiders. Yeah,
Ball
ball's
outside.
going to be outside for ball number 1.
Lubers is at 35 pitches so far tonight. That'll be ball inside.
2-0's your count.
Strike 2.
Good strike there.
Strike 1, sorry. Keep looking at his fingers. I need to stop doing that.
2-1's your count. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd.
And that'll be
Ball high. Ball number 3.
number 19 up to hit next. It'll be Kaysen Hall. Be back to the start of the lineup, batting lineup. Strike 2.
Good cut there. Unable to make contact.
Strike 3.
And that'll be out number 2 for the Red Raiders here in the top of the 3rd.
Kaysen Hall up to hit. After him will be number 24, Caden Kern.
Starting to get a bit breezier out here at the Rock. As the sun starts to set, that's going to be called strike 1.
Nice hit.
Comebacker to the pitcher, fielded by the second baseman,
Oh,
unable to make the transfer cleanly. So that'll go down as a single in the scorebook.
infield single for number 19.
Now batting number 24, Caden Kern.
Caden Kern up to hit. After him will be number 27, Connor Blum. Strike 1.
Good breaking ball there from Lubers.
Nice hit.
Chopper over to shortstop. He's going to go to first.
And is
And
out.
Throws in time, so that's going to be out number 3 here in the top of the 3rd. Raiders strand 1. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun. Just being outdoors is great. And I never had an exact idea of what this place could be, but you're always making it to fit your life, right? To get it to where we got it to took a lot of time and it took a lot of work. Not very many people can fix up a piece of property and make it be what it's supposed to be. But it's great because we did it.
Welcome back to the Backroads Broadcasting. As it'll be number 6 up to hit, number Riker Zeller. After him will be Brock Lubers. It'll be a ball outside. 2-2 on the count. Ball low. 3-0 on the count.
Good eye there for number 6, Riker Zeller.
We ball 4.
So Mustangs get a runner on the base early due to a walk.
Brock Luber's up to hit. After him will be number 12,
Brock
Jordy
Luber.
Scott.
Have you seen that video of this song? I think it's Bryce Harper. That's his walk-up song in the World Series, and he walks up and immediately smashes a home run right after this song, and everyone in the stadium was singing it. Sander, have you seen that video?
Oh, I was stuck in a trance. I didn't know. Oh no, I did not see that video.
Well, if you get some time, you should look it up. That was called strike one, so 1-1's your count.
We were talking to Cody the entire time, so I just zoned it out. I didn't know. It'll be number 12, Jordy Scott, after Brock Luber's 1-1 on the count.
Runner goes, throw down,
And he is safe.
and they're going to call him safe. So runner advances to second, got a runner in scoring position. As
2-1
the
count.
Mustangs try to expand their lead to 3 at a minimum here in the bottom of the third. Got a good turnout here at the ballpark today by both teams.
Strike
It's
two.
called strike number 2. Obviously, Wamego just being a little bit down the road, so makes it an easy trip.
17 miles. No, incorrect.
As it's going to be a throwback to second and a bit of an errant throw, but the fielder's able to field it cleanly.
I'll say about 14, actually.
Well, it's 7 from St. George
It's
to Wamego, so it might be.
It's 14 because it's 7 miles on flush here because I read the sign.
There you go. That's going to be low. So it counts 3-2. No outs here in the bottom of the third. And that's going to be called strike 3. So 1 out as number 12. Jordy Scott is up for the Mustangs.
If you're Shane there, I think you get a bunt down on that for Lubers because I mean you have a batter, a runner in the second base with 0 outs.
Yeah, there's definitely one option there if you're trying to squeeze in a run. He checks the runner, and it's going to be a ball outside for ball 1. Just unable to find the corner there. As a reminder, we'll be back in action here at the Rock next Friday as the Mustangs take on the Panthers of Concordia, I believe.
Yep.
And then the following day, so next Saturday, April
12th,
we'll be airing the Rock Creek High School prom walk-in here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. And Xander has informed me that he'll be attending prom, so you'll get to see the stud himself walking into prom, potentially getting interviewed. We like to do that with the Rock Creek journalism department. They'll run the cameras, they'll interview their classmates, and that's a foul ball out of play. So that'll bring the count to 3-1.
keep my head on a swivel that Saturday then.
It's our third year in a row doing that here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network, and we like doing that and bringing it to the community. It's always nice to see all the vehicles, the dresses, and hear from the students before they walk into prom. That's going to be low for ball number 4. So Mustangs with runners at first and second with 1 out here to go. With 1 out in the bottom of the third.
Noah Valberg up to hit. It'll be after him. It'll be, if I can get his number, it'll be Daniel Wisenbender. Weisbender.
And
ball outside.
Break the ball that doesn't find the corner. What else your count? Ball low for ball 2. 2-0 is your count.
Number 30, Cody Mayer with 57 pitches so far in the night, only in the third inning. So
A little high as that's going to be pass ball, and the runners will advance to second and third. So 3-0's your count.
what are we thinking here? Do we pop a bunt down with and we have the coach come out to the mound? What do we think here? Do we pop a bunt?
No. At this point, Cody's kind of struggling out there on the mound. So if I'm the Mustangs, I'm not swinging. It's a 3-0 count, and hardly ever are you given the green light to swing on a 3-0 count. You don't want to.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You don't want to get in the way of your opponent when they're making mistakes. So.
Oh yeah, definitely when the coach has slowed the game down for the Red Raiders. So we'll see what Cody Mayer is cooking up for the Raiders.
Yep, and as you mentioned, he's sitting at 58 pitches so far, and we're only in the bottom of the third. So not as. We'll see how long he stays in the game, as that's going to be ball 4. So that'll walk the bases loaded.
Bases loaded.
And that'll bring up number 33, Daniel Weisbender, for the Mustangs, and
we have
that is going to be all for number 30, Cody Moody, tonight in the start. So after 2 1/3 innings pitched, we're going to get a new pitcher. Keep it here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this pitching change.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 33, Daniel Weisbender.
Welcome back. As we have a new pitcher on the bump for the Red Raiders. It's going to be number 15.
Cason Hall.
As Cody Moody pitched 2 1/3 inning before his night was over, as that's going to be a fly ball. That's a shallow center. And second baseman makes the play. So with the bases loaded, that's going to be 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
I kind of like Cason Hall's pitching. Cason Hall's pitching style. It kind of looks like he's going to throw like a like a nice soft pitch, but then really puts some speed behind it.
Yeah, he's definitely got an interesting delivery. As it's going to be outside for ball 1.
I've never had to see anyone do like the throw where they like kind of bend their whole body down and like throw
The
it.
the submarine pitch.
Yeah, I like to see one of those. Those are all for the old people nowadays. Nice little hit. And he is out. That'll be
So that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the third. Mustangs strand three. Keep it right here on the Backgrounds Broadcasting Network. And we'll be right back after a word from Outdoor Bank.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun. Just being outdoors is great. And I never had an exact idea of what this place could be, but you're always making it to fit your life, right? To get it to where we got it to took a lot of time and it took a lot of work. Not very many people can fix up a piece of property and make it be what it's supposed to be. But it's great because we did it.
Welcome back as we get underway here in the top of the fourth. Mustangs left the bases loaded in the bottom of the third.
stranded them all.
So lead remains 2-0 in favor of the Mustangs. And that's going to be called for a strike.
Number 10 will be up next to hit for the Red Raiders. It'll be
Yeah, it's going to be ball low, ball one.
right now up is number 27, Connor Blum. I do like the last name. Oh, right off the catcher's mask. The umpire is checking on the catcher to make sure he's all right. It's a 1-2 count. And that'll be a ball. That was a little delayed call there. Strike three, and that'll be a K. Oh, a little overthrown. Next up to hit will be Brody. Lost track. Number 10, Brody Ovalet. After him will be number 4, McCoy Moody. Oh, nice contact, but goes foul. That'll be a blow ball. Low ball again. It'll be 2-1 in the count. Strike two. It'll be a foul tip caught, but it'll be 2-2 in the count. It'll be another K. Number 4 is up to hit. It'll be McCoy Moody. After him will be number 28, Nate Gallagher. That'll be strike one. Brock Luber's up in the pitch count, 56. Strike two.
Good strike call there. 0-2 is your count. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
And strike three. That'll be 3 up, 3 down.
That'll do it for us here in the top of the fourth. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun. Just being outdoors is great. And I never had an exact idea of what this place could be, but you're always making it to fit your life, right? To get it to where we got it to took a lot of time and it took a lot of work. Not very many people can fix up a piece of property and make it be what it's supposed to be. But it's great because we did it.
Welcome back to the Backroads Broadcasting Network.
For the Mustangs, number 4, Wyatt Wells.
Wyatt Wells, number 4 for the Mustangs, up to bat for the Mustangs.
Still a really defensive game here. Pretty much the same as last game. Both teams really playing some really good defense.
And that's going to be your first pitch ball.
Up after number 4, Wyatt Wells, will be number 5, Palmer Martini.
That's going to be high for ball number 2. 2-0's your count. Starting to cool off here at the Rock, and it's going to be high for ball number 3. So 3 straight balls here.
Strike one. Strike two.
And it's going to find its way in there for strike 2. So 2-2's your count. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouled out of play. Your count will remain 2-2.
Be a ball inside. It'll be ball 4.
So the scoreboard had it to a 2-2 count. Turns out it was a full count. So that'll bring up number 5, Palmer Martini for the Mustangs, and a runner over at first. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. pick over to first, and the ball's overthrown. And the runner will advance second. It's number 4, Wyatt Wells, running the bases.
I think I lay a bunt down here. I mean, that's an option, like you said, but it's an option. But if I'm trying to score here, I'd probably lay a bunt down. But we'll see. Yep, and he does indeed.
And great bunt here.
And no one's
pitcher.
covering
So, we got a collision over at first.
And he loses the ball. He'll be safe.
Umpires ruled him safe. We'll make sure both players are okay. A little collision at first base there. Great bunt.
And he will be out.
I believe. Okay, so the home plate umpire motion safe, but the first base umpire has him out at first. So that'll advance the runner to third. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
What'd I say? Bunt.
You did call it.
And he did just that.
So Mustangs with a runner 90 feet away from home.
Now batting number 18, Donovan.
Number 18, Donovan DeVita, up for the Mustangs. And ball low for ball 1. And there's a poke to second base. Fielded cleanly, and throws made over to first. That is out number 2, but the runner from third scores. So the Mustangs increase their lead to 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th.
After Riker Zeller, it will be Brock Lubers, as strike 1 is called.
2 outs here for the Mustangs. And here's a chopper back to the pitcher. Fields it cleanly, throws over to first.
And he'd go.
The ball's passed, and so he'll get an extra base out of that one. So call it a single, and he advances to second on an errant throw. If you guys are keeping score in your scorebooks. Have you ever done that? Xander, do you when you go watch college baseball or Major League Baseball, do you take a scorebook with you? Keep score?
I haven't been to a baseball game in a long time, but I mean, if you guys don't know, I'm a Clemson fan, and my team's not very close, so I don't, I watch them on TV. But
fair enough. Well, when we go to that seminar and attend the Royals game afterwards, we'll have to get a book and keep score.
Stop. Yeah, we will. Yeah.
So that was called for a strike. 0-1's your count. 2 outs.
I just tend to have really good memory, so.
As that ball's going to be low inside for ball 1, so 1-1.
Yeah, let me ask you, Cody. Do you bring a scorebook with you?
It's been quite a while since I went to a Royals game, but typically no. I didn't know how to keep score until high school, and there's called strike 2. And usually whenever you pitch a game, the next game that you're not playing in, you'll keep score in the scorebook, if you don't have someone else doing it. So I learned then, but it's actually like a very fun time as tries to throw or catch the runner napping on second, and the throw is going to get out to center field, so the runner will advance to third. So the Mustangs have gone first to third on 2 errant throws, so they've got another run 90 feet away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely keeping score in the scorebook is fun because it just gives you something to do while you're sitting there, and you keep track. And that's going to be a shot out to shallow right field, and that'll get down for a base hit, RBI single. So the Mustangs plate 2 here in the bottom of the 4th, and they're not done yet. 2 outs, runner on first for the Mustangs. Number 11 for the Mustangs, Jackson Pindell coming in to pinch run over at first.
Yeah, that Royals game that we're going to go watch on April 23rd. I've never get to witness the Royals win, so praying.
Yeah, hoping for a win at the K. As it's going to be called strike one down the middle. Counts 0-1.
As 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, but the Mustangs are still grinding away.
Yeah, it's going to be high ball, ball one. 1-1's your count. And it's going to be strike 2.
1-2 in the count.
Runner goes. Throw down to second. And
out.
They're going to call him out there. So thrown out at second. That'll end it here in the bottom of the 4th. Keep it here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we get ready to go into action at the top of the 5th.
Now batting number 28, Nate Gallagher.
Welcome back. We're underway here in the top of the 5th. Number 28 for the Red Raiders is up to plate. Nate Gallagher. Brock Luber still on the bump for the Mustangs. Got the start here in the second game. Rucker Zeller got the win in the first game.
Okay.
Mustangs win that 1-0. Checking up on comments. Kristen Wilds says Brandon Wilds watching from home. Hey Xander, go Gamecocks. So Xander, you got a fan?
Go Gamecocks. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say anything.
Sherry Lyman says, I loved keeping score. Referring to a conversation about keeping score at games. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball one. Brock sitting at 59 pitches on this outing through 4 completes.
Ball high.
It'll be ball number 2. And just missed the zone. That'll be ball 3. So 3-0 is your count. And it's going to be high for ball 4. So here in the top of the 5th, Mustangs walk the first batter. So the Red Raiders will start off with a runner on first. Number 12 for the Red Raiders up to the plate. That's going to be Arden Sylvester.
Up next will be number 51, Isaac Braun. That'll be strike 1.
Nice recovery there from Lubers. After 4 straight balls, starts off with a strike.
Wamego looking to get something on the board here. It's 0-4.
Misty Specht, I believe is how you pronounce it. Xander, you're doing great. So Xander with even more fans. You're a hit, man.
I know. I got all the fans.
Yeah, it's going to be
ball
ball outside. So 1-2's count. Not a bad spot to miss.
About to get some night baseball going on. Don't mind some night baseball.
Got the lights on.
It's like Friday Night Lights, but baseball.
Next Friday it will be Friday Night Lights, but like you said, the
Ooh.
baseball version, that's going to be called strike 3. So backwards K for Brock Lubers, and that'll be the first out here in the top of the 5th. Number
Isaac Brock up the hit now, number 51. Up next will be number 22, Brody Cottom.
That's going to be a pop fly. First baseman's tracking it. He's under it.
And gets it.
And makes play. So that'll be out number 2 here in the top of the 5th.
Nice play by Daniel Weisenbender.
Now batting number 22, Brody Cotton.
Brody Cottom is up to hit. Going back to my rec days, I'm just
Okay, all right, I'm here for it.
I'm just noticing how they crowd the play. When
It's going to be fouled back for strike 1.
when I pitched, I was not a big fan of people crowding the plate. I really hated it.
That's when as a pitcher you throw them one inside to kind of back them up off the plate.
Yeah.
If they keep crowding you, a little
kinda-
chin music.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to hit them. You just want to back them off the plate.
Yeah.
As that's going to be a ball outside for ball 1.
Or when they stepped up into the box, I took offense to that.
You took offense to that?
Yeah, because when I was taught baseball, they say step up in the box if they're throwing too slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As it's going to be low and inside for ball 2. 2-1's your count.
Did they have rec when you were, or did you just have just?
Yes. Yep. I played rec ball in St. George. And then whenever I aged out of that, obviously played for Rock Creek. Played in the summers. And that's going to be high and outside for ball 3. 3-1's your count.
Did they have rec for when? Actually, never mind. I found the answer out myself.
Misty says I'm his mom, so of course I'm his biggest fan. Right you are, Misty. If it makes you feel any better, Xander's turned a nice shade of red. So
Yep.
that'll be ball number 4. So runners are at first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
I was thinking bunt here for Wamego, but then I looked up and
You're
then,
thinking butt again. All right.
oh, hey, the last time I called it happened, but then I seen the score and I seen the outs and I was like, yeah, no. I don't think they want to go down. They want to go down on a bunt.
So 2 outs, runners at first and second.
Nice
And
strike.
nice breaking ball there for strike 1.
This could be the last inning we see Brock Lubers in for pitching, as he is in the 73 pitching number. But who knows?
Yep, we saw Zeller go a little bit above that, but of course that was at the end of the game. So yeah, I would imagine
Strike 2.
this is probably the last inning that we do see Lubers on the bump. Who knows?
Oh no! Up next to hit will be number 24, Caden Kern.
Yeah, low breaking ball, but umpire says no, so that'll move the count to 1-2.
Like that call right there. Ball's low.
Mustang fans wanting to call third strike there.
Fastball.
Calling fastball here.
Yeah, I'm calling.
High or low?
Low. I'm gonna go high.
High fastball. All right, let's see it. That's exactly what that's exactly what it is. So that'll be called third strike. So that'll do it for us here in the top of the 5th. Keep it right here in the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this word from Outdoor Bank.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun. Just being outdoors is great. And I never had an exact idea of what this place could be, but you're always making it to fit your life, right? To get it to where we got it to took a lot of time and it took a lot of work. Not very many people can fix up a piece of property and make it be what it's supposed to be. But it's great, because we did it.
Up the bat,
Number 12,
number 12,
Jordy Scott.
Jordy Scott.
Misty says, Xander, you're doing great. Proud of you. Thanks for joining in on the stream, Misty.
We ball low. As we're in the bottom of the 5th inning, as this game is really kind of it's moved along.
It's going to be ball inside. Ball 3. Here's a shot over to right to first base, but it's going to be foul.
So 2-1 in the count. That'll be ball. That was a little close one there. That'll be 3-1 in the count. That'll be strike 1. Well, technically strike 2, but full count here. He's going to have to battle. If you missed out, Jordy Scott is a freshman as we that'll be ball 4. As we talked about, Shane really getting the freshman in to
Coach
develop.
Steven.
Yeah, Coach Sieben.
Now batting number 15, Noah Valber.
Getting the freshmen in to develop them at a young I'm going to say young age. So once they get up to junior senior age, they'll be pretty developed. As any coach at any sport loves to do is get the youngins in to play some ball. So throws back to first to keep the runner in check. Be strike
That's
1.
be a high strike call.
Number 15 up to hit is Noah Valberg. After him will be number 33, Daniel Weisenbender.
And
Strike 2.
good strike there. Went back to the same spot. Went back to the well. Ooh,
That
that's
hits
going to
him.
be hit by a pitch. So that'll put runners on first and second for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 5th. No outs.
Now batting number 33.
So we have a pinch runner, number 2 coming in, which will be Jacob Perkins, which he is also a freshman.
Jacob Perkins.
After Daniel Weisbender, it will be Palmer Martini, as he's 0-2 on the night so far.
And looks like we have a pinch hitter here. It's number 10, Brody Oviat, coming in. And that's for number 5, Cooper. Oh, excuse me, I'm reading the wrong program.
Wamego.
Snyder.
It is
Number 10, Brandon Snyder, coming in for number 5, Palmer Martini, to pinch hit. Shows bunt and almost gets it down, bounces it off the plate, so that'll be called strike 1.
And I was thinking it was kind of funny. I was thinking bunt.
Where are you?
I didn't want to say it, but
Well, I mean, if you guess it every time, technically speaking, you will be right eventually.
Oh, yeah.
So 0-1's your count.
Well, you have bases loaded with 0 outs, so just for
Shows
total
bunt.
sense, and he a little bit overgoes, but the first baseman is not there, so that'll be 1-1 on the count. So as we know, he's gonna bunt to get the base runners advance, which is a smart move because it's 0 outs. So
No outs here. Runners on first and second. Take the double play out of action.
if you're thinking,
Put 2 runners in scoring position.
he does just that, and he gets the bunt down. No, he does not.
Presents. So that'll be called strike. So 1 and 2. We'll see if he elects to try and get the bunt down again. If you, those of you that don't know, if you bunt unsuccessfully on a third strike,
Gets it
as he gets it
down.
down right back to the pitcher, picture perfect bunt. Catcher makes play. They get the out at first, but that will advance the runners to second and third. So number 10, Landon Snyder, does a job for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs sitting here with 2 runners in scoring position in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out.
From my and your experience from so far the home games we've done this year, Peter Martinez really not have done good with in the hitting category. Defensively, phenomenal. I'd say one of the best shortstops that I've seen for Rock Creek. And gets the bunt down.
And that's going to be fouled back for strike 1.
But when it comes up most between bunting and just getting the base runners advanced, he's really, really good at that. And for just a team in general, including a team that just got off winning the state championship, you always want one of those players who's willing to do what they need to do to get these base runners in.
Exactly. As here's a shot out to right field.
And
right fielder's under it.
And
he can't make the catch.
And advances 2 of them.
So
Triple.
they're going to call a foul ball.
They
The umpire is calling a foul ball. The right fielder made contact with it in the field of play.
That ball was
And they're
caught
gonna
in the fair. That ball was indeed caught in the.
It was touched in fair territory, but the umpire is calling it a foul ball. So it'll be a strike 2. 0-2 will be the count. The runners will go back to second and third. Not quite sure on the call there.
In the case of P. Martini has to protect the plate.
0-2, runners at second and third. And
And
there's
strike
swing and
three.
strike 3, so that'll be out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runners in scoring position for the Mustangs. They'll bring up number 4,
Number 4,
Wyatt Wells for the Mustangs. See if Wells can find some green and score the runners. As first pitch called strike.
That'd be ball low. 1-1 on the count. Ball low again. 2-1. Pitch count for number 19, Keeson Hall, is at 45.
Hall, of course, coming in relief for Cody Moody in the top of the 3rd. As there's a chopper over to first.
And that'll be a foul ball.
Home plate umpire calls foul ball there. Someone in the fans gives them a little, says that's right, the umpire. Umpire nods his head in agreement. So 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Is chopper
foul.
over to first, foul. Wyatt Wells protecting the plate here.
Wells looking to get a hit to get both runners back in. We're at the bottom of the 5th, about to go to the top of the 6th. And we have a nice hit up the middle. And gets both runners in. One goes in. And the second gets home.
So that single plate 2 here in the bottom of the 5th, that'll extend the Mustangs lead 6-0.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 5, Palmer Martini.
Number 5, Palmer Martini, up next for the Mustangs. And it looks like the Raiders will leave in
Leaving Kaysen Hall.
Hall for the time being.
Coach probably wants him to finish out the inning. Remember, the Mustangs have 2 outs here. That would be a strike 1. High in the zone. That would be strike 2. Catches the corner.
Good breaking ball there. Caught the inside corner. 0-2's your count. 2 outs. Runner on first.
Strike 3.
And that'll do it for us here in the bottom of the 5th. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network as we move into action in the top of the 6th. Welcome back to the Rock as we get underway here in the top of the 6th in Game 2. Mustangs lead the visiting Red Raiders 6-0. That's going to be a low ball 1. And starting pitcher Brock Lubers is still out on the mound. He is at 77 pitches so far.
Hey, if you're doing good, I mean, keep going.
And it's going to be fouled off to the right side. Strike 1. 1-1's your count. And just misses the zone for ball 2.
Strike 1, strike 2. I was looking at his fingers again.
You'd think you'd learn eventually.
Yeah.
And foul
ball.
tip. Count remain 2-2.
Number 27 will be up next to hit, which is Connor Blum. Nice foul ball.
Fouled out the right side.
Just got right under it. That'll be a ball high. Will be a full count. 3-2. Fastball high. Oh, fastball low in the corner.
Be fouled off. Count will remain full.
I think we keep feeding the meatballs until one gets. And
it's to be a poke out to left field. Left fielder is under it and makes the catch. So that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 6th.
And Brock Lubers, Coach Sieben, is headed to the mound.
So looks like that'll be it this evening for Brock Lubers. He'll leave after 5 1/3 innings pitched, and barring some great run scoring or base running from the Raiders, he will get the W tonight in Game 2. And it looks like they're bringing in number 21 for the Mustangs. That's going to be Cooper Steven in relief. And we'll more than likely see him for the rest of this evening. So Brock Luber leaves after 5 1/3 inning pitch, 85 pitches on the evening. Keep it right here. We'll be right back after this pitching change. Welcome back. Cooper Steven in relief
And that hit him.
as he hits the batter on the first pitch. So that'll put a runner on first, 1 out.
As coach yells. We'll have a
Pinch runner over there at first. It's number 5 for the Red Raiders, Cooper Needfelt, coming in to run. See if the Red Raiders elect to send the runner at first and take the double play out of action.
Strike one.
Breaking ball in for strike 1.
It'll be a ball outside.
Ball low, ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Starting to turn into quite a chilly evening out here at the Rock. Gotta love Kansas in the spring. One day it's 80 degrees with a low of 62, and the next day it's high of 55 and a low of 28. Gotta love that. So called strike 2 on the make a play over to first. Runner gets back in time. Count remains 1-2. Here's a shot out to right field, and runner stays at 2, so that'll be a single. So with 1 out, Red Raiders have runners at first and second.
Now batting number 4.
Starting to chip away. Number 4 for the Red Raiders, McCoy Moody,
After him will be number 28, Nate Gallagher. Strike one. Right down the middle.
Last time we saw Cooper Sieben on the bump for the Mustangs at home was in the home opener against the Hayes High School Indians. Cooper getting the loss in that one. And it's going to be a foul tip, strike two. Batter calls time, and his time is given. And if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we like to have a little bit of fun with our viewers. So if you're watching with us on YouTube or Facebook, leave a comment below of where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll give you a shout out on the broadcast. Here's a breaking ball called strike three. So that will be Cooper Stevens' first backwards K of the evening. And that'll be 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
That'll be his first K, of home anyway, that I know.
So number 28 for the Red Raiders is up to the plate. It's Nate Gallagher.
After him will be number 12.
Cooper checks the runner at second and delivers. And high fastball nearly gets the batter. That'll be ball one.
Top of the 6th here. That'll be 2 high balls.
2-0 is your count. Raiders with 1 runner in scoring position. Would like to make that 2 or even get a run in. Start chipping away at the Mustangs' lead. As that breaking ball is going to find the inside corner. Strike one. And it's going to be ball 3.
3-1 count.
Batter thought about swinging, elected not to. The right call on his part. And
2.
good pitch there as we count moves to full. 3-2. And that ball is going to be low. So that'll walk the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs. Raiders threatening here.
Number 12, Ayrton Sylvester is up to hit. After him will be number 51, Isaac Brown. That'll be ball high. Bases are loaded for the Mustangs as Cooper Sieben is trying to strike out the last person to go hit. That'll be strike one. That'll be strike 2.
Excuse me.
Count.
So down to his last strike. And that will be low for ball 2. Two and two is your count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded. Raiders would love to get at least a couple runs across this inning, make the top of the 7th easier on them. Cooper Stephen looking to get the strikeout here and get out of this jam, as that's going to be low for ball 3. Count moves to full.
Stephen looking to get a strike right here. Strike 3.
Breaking ball finds inside corner, so that'll do it for us here in the top of the 6th. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after a word from Sunfire Booking and Consulting and Bookkeeping.
Overwhelmed with receipts, invoices, payroll, and balancing your books? Keeping your financial records organized can be time-consuming and confusing. Contact Cheryl with Sunflower Consulting and Bookkeeping. She provides expert services to help your business stay on track. She ensures your books are ready for tax season, avoiding any last-minute stress. Call Cheryl for a free consultation at 785-506-4008. Reliable, professional, and affordable bookkeeping services you can count on.
Welcome back to Backroads Broadcasting Network's presentation of Rock Creek High School Baseball. Getting ready for action here in the bottom of the 6th. Number 18, Donovan DeBita, is up for the Mustangs.
After Donovan DeVita, it'll be number 6, Riker Zeller.
As DeVita shows bunt, doesn't get it down, that's going to be called strike 1.
Well, we are at the bottom of the 6th inning, as the Red Raiders will have one more time at bat to get a score on.
And DeVita unable to get the bunt down a second time. That'll be called strike 2.
What's with the bunting going on?
Just trying to get a runner on base. Yeah, it's going to be high for ball 1. Mustangs with a 6-0 lead. Looking to extend that and give some more assurance runs as we head into the top of the 7th, as that's going to be high for ball 2. 2-2 is your count. And fouled off the right side, out of play. Count will remain 2-2. And that'll be a high for ball 3. Good eye there by DeVita. So count will move to full, 3-2. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And just outside, so that'll put a runner on first for the Mustangs.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 6, Riker Zeller.
Number 6, Riker Zeller, starting pitcher in game 1 for the Mustangs, up to the plate now. Zeller walking away with the W in that first game with a score of 1-0.
And gets a little foul tip off.
Zeller shows bunt, doesn't quite get it down, so that'll be strike 1. Zeller showing bunt again, pulls it back.
Nice
And he hits a
blooper.
little blooper out to a little shallow left field, and it gets down and takes a wild hop, gets past the left fielder, and it'll be an extra base for Zeller. So we've got runners at second and third now off of that little blooper, and it'll go down as a double.
Brock Luber.
So number 17, Brock Luber's up to the plate for the Mustangs. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Mustangs, looking to get some more insurance runs before we move into the play in the 7th. As that's going to be fouled out of play, strike 1. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
After Lubers will be number 12, Jordy Scott.
Yeah, that'll be a shot back up the middle out to center field, and that's going to score 1 as Lubers makes it to second on infielder's choice.
Next up for the Mustangs.
So that'll be a single, and will advance to second.
Jordy Scott.
If I have that right. If people are keeping score at home, you can let me know if that was incorrect in the scorebook. But that'll play at 1, so it'll go down as an RBI single. So Mustangs extend their lead 7-0. Here in the bottom of the 6th, still no outs. And that'll get in there for strike 1. Mustangs dug out fully into the game now, so that's going to be inside for ball 1. 1-1's your count.
After Jordy Scott will be number.
That's going to be a wild ball, but the catcher, good job corralling that one. So that'll be ball 2.
That'll be number 15, Noah Wahlberg, up to hit next. As Cody just stated, there was still no outs, so. Ball 4. Ball 3, sorry.
High and out. 3-1's your count. Yeah, it's going to be in the dirt, so that'll walk the bases loaded. No outs still here in the bottom of the 6th. As we're going to have a little meeting at the mound. See if Coach elects to bring in someone else.
We have someone coming in from the bullpen. They will have a pitcher change, and we do indeed.
So looks like that's going to be, trying to see a number here, folks.
So that's a 2. It looks like number 2, actually, which will be Jacob DeRochi.
So Raiders on their 3rd pitcher of the evening. Mustangs with the bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Keep it right here on the Backroads Broadcaster Network. We'll be back after this pitch and change.
Number 15.
Welcome back to the Backroads Broadcasting, as the Wamego Red Raiders just had a pitcher's change, and it'll be number 15, Noah Wahlberg, up to hit. And keep you guys updated. His bases loaded with 0 outs, so strike one. We ball outside. Foul ball. It'll be 2-2 count. We have a ball hit into the air. And the ball drops.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 33, Daniel Weisbender.
And there'll be an out for the Red Raiders. It was infield fly rule called. So there'll be a runner out. Strike one for Daniel Weisbender. Strike two. It'll be a ball thrown far right, and a runner comes home, so make it 8-0 for the Mustangs. As the bases are not loaded no more. Ball high. Get 2-2 count. Ball hit to third base. Be out at first, but another runner comes home and make that 9-0 for the Mustangs.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 1, Peter Martini.
Peter Martini is up to hit. After him will be number 4, Wyatt Wells. Strike one. Foul ball, but it'll be strike two. Strike three, and that'll be 3 outs for the Red Raiders as we are going to the top of the 7th with the Red Raiders only having 3 outs, 3 lives left.
Keep it here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after a word from Outdoor Bank.
Why did I buy land? I bought land to have fun. Just being outdoors is great. And I never had an exact idea of what this place could be, but you're always making it to fit your life, right? to get it to where we got it to took a lot of time and it took a lot of work. Not very many people can fix up a piece of property and make it be what it's supposed to be. But it's great because we did it.
Welcome back to the Rock as we get underway here in the top of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead it 9-0 as it's a first pitch strike. Number 51, Isaac Braun, up to the plate for the Red Raiders. Cooper Seaman on the bump for the Mustangs. Starts off with the first pitch strike. As that's going to be a low ball 1. Braun thought about swinging and pulled it back. Smart idea on his part.
Ball low.
So it'll be 2-1. Raiders down to their last 3 outs. And it's going to be a high fly ball out to right field. Right fielder unable to get to it, so that'll fall safely foul.
2-2 on the count.
And it's going to be low, ball 3. Count moves full, 3-2. Yeah, that's going to be a shot out to right center field. Center field is under it.
Catches it.
Makes the play. So that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Great contact. Just center fielder able to get underneath that in a hurry. So that'll bring up, missed his number for the Red Raiders. It's going to be called strike 1.
It'll be number 1 up to hit, Trenton Griffin. After him will be number 19, Kason Hall.
And it's going to be a chopper out to second base. Charges, throws to first, and they get the play at first.
Be out.
So quick 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Kason Hall up to the bat for the Red Raiders, and he will be their potentially last out here in game number 2. The Mustangs lead at 9-0.
Potentially 3 pitches away.
And it's going to be low, ball 1. And low, ball 2. 2-0 is your count. Again, Mustangs will be back in action here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network at home next Friday, as that's called strike. It'll be strike number 1.
It'll be April 11th.
April 11th is the next scheduled broadcast here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network.
It'll be versus the Concordia Panthers. Strike 2.
And Red Raiders down to their final strike here in game number 2.
And we strike 3.
Strike 3, and that'll do it here for us in game 2. Mustangs win game number 2, 9-0. They take the series against the visiting Wamego Red Raiders. As I just mentioned, we will be back in action here on the Backroads Broadcasting Network next Friday, the 11th, as the Mustangs take on the visiting Concordia Panthers. We will be live that following day, the 12th, for Rock Creek Prom Walk-In. So stay tuned for that. Xander, do you have any closing thoughts for our viewers?
Do not.
Okay. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate your guys' support and your viewership. Thank you to our sponsors, Outdoor Bank and Sunflower Consulting and Bookkeeping. We've got to go for now, but we'll BRB.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.